Well, Texas is running out of water. This message is what the Texas Agriculture Commissioner is calling his warning shot to get communities to act now to ensure water security in the future. This week, Sid Miller released a statement to bring attention to the looming water crisis in Corpus Christi. The city's two main reservoirs are now at historic lows. City leaders are telling residents they're less than a year away from any major water cuts. But if that happens, it could force them to reduce their water use by 25% or face any extra fees. The city is predicting it will reach a level 1 water emergency come November. This is initiated when the city reaches 180 days from when the total water supply is not enough to meet the total water demand. The city is not running out of water just yet. Data is predicting the city's western water supply will be empty in June of 2027. According to the Texas Tribune, a planned desalination plant would have turned millions of gallons of seawater into fresh water. However, the city council moved to cancel that contract in September after pushback and a higher than expected price tag. So now the city is turning to groundwater to meet demands. A public hearing is scheduled for February 6th. In a statement, Commissioner Miller said this crisis threatens jobs, food production, and the economic stability of our entire state. He then went on to say when upstream supplies drop or saltwater pushes in, South Texas families, farmers, ports, and industries are the first to take the hit. Miller is applauding the city of Corpus Christi for confronting these challenges head on and is calling on other communities to help because ignoring the issue is, quote, not an option.